Greg Anderson said, "Focus on the journey, not the destination. Joy is found not in finishing an activity, but in doing it." This is like grade 9 and choosing your choices.
When I was in grade 9, I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. I knew it was something to do with numbers or problem solving because that's what I'm generally better at.
In grade 9, my initial subject choice was physical sciences, biological sciences, and history, and I took AP as a extra subject.
Accounting, physics, and life science.
I chose biology, art, and geography. I know, a weird combination, right?
So I decided to take accounting, IT, and science as my subjects.
I chose these subjects because I wanted to be a doctor, so
I took geography mostly not because it's considered an easy subject, but because not only is it fun, but it's also quite an interesting subject, and you can easily get your APS points to get into college.
physical sciences was because you have to have science to become a doctor, but I did enjoy the subject matter.
Accounting to cover the more financial side of things, science because it's always been one of my favorite subjects, and to get into a lot of the science degrees you obviously need to take science. And IT because I really enjoyed problem solving, and my parents are in IT, so that was probably the one thing that pushed me towards it.
Biology, I chose that because I wanted to be a psychologist when I was little, because I love helping people. And
I chose bio because I thought it would be in line with me becoming a doctor, but later on in grade 10 I found I didn't enjoy the subject matter, and found that I didn't actually have to have it as a subject. So I swapped to IT because, well, IT is really maths based and it's very logical. So I like logic, so it would be, so I thought it would be best for me to follow something that I enjoy. So it was more a choice of passion.
And art, well, I'm not gonna lie to you there. The subject might seem easy, but it really is not. There's a ton of work you need to do. So if you want to become a graphic designer, it's okay, you can take art, but you need to be willing to sit for hours in the art class.
I wanted a different perspective of all subjects, and then after grade 10 I started realizing I liked the business side of accounting more, so then I dropped and I took business.
I've really enjoyed all the subjects that I've taken. They've all been difficult, they all take a lot of work. They're not necessarily a lot of studying subjects, they're more problem solving and calculations and that kind of thing. But it's certainly my strength, and I think it's done me well. I believe that the subjects I chose will prepare me for what I'm going to do, which is hopefully a field in science, doing a BSc, and I think that the IT will help me with my problem solving. It's a skill that I've really enjoyed learning, and it's something that can be applied in any field. Accounting as well, even though it gets really difficult, I can tell you that much. It's still given me a lot of skills, analysis, being able to understand how companies work, how the finances work, and I think it's a necessary skill. Science is also, I've always enjoyed it, and that's what I hope to pursue.
As for AP Maths, I chose to do that because A, I love maths, so it seemed in line for me to do maths, and B, it would help me with doing calculations in my degree, and it also assists you in the first year of varsity, so it's logical for me to do something that's going to assist me with my first year, ensuring that I actually can do well and I'm not going to get kicked out of the degree.
I also took AP Maths as an extra subject, and although that's also pretty difficult and it does take a bit of extra time, it certainly helped with my normal maths. Every year is just so much easier because you've covered most of the content in the previous year in AP Maths. So hearing it for the second time makes it so much easier. And also I'm sure that it'll help me next year with doing maths at varsity.
And my last subject choice, which I started in grade 11, halfway through it, was AP English. I chose AP English because I like to write and I do enjoy English. I enjoy poetry, I enjoy listening to people reading poems, listening to stories, reading books. So it was also a choice of passion for me.
Then I also took AP English and AP Maths, because I heard from other grades it helps you like get a better understanding. Because I remember in grade 10, I was doing a bit better in maths because I took AP maths, and I wasn't doing it to learn about all the functions and all that. I just did it to help me and gain a better knowledge. And yeah.